was busy getting stuff bagged up and prepared for the show, and lost track of time because that's my brain. So yeah, today I have a bunch of cool rocks to share with you. I have 14 different bagged stones available, as well as a few other witchy things I just throw in there for fun. Yeah. So hey Rosie, good to see you, girl. Um, so as always, well, okay, not a, two things. First thing, I am doing prior. What is that? Max shipping. Oh, okay, sure, sailor. I appreciate, even just tuning in. Um, oh, thank you. Yes, this is my demon dress, and it has pockets. It's my favorite dress to wear. So thank you. Um, So I'm doing priority shipping on everything, which means it's max shipping of 921. I went and got the priority mailboxes from the post office yesterday, so I have them all set to go. So I know that rocks can get really heavy, and and if you're bulk ordering, I don't want you to have just like humongous amounts of money thrown at shipping. So that's the first thing, and I did put that in my notes. So I encourage you to look at show notes. um, Second thing, I am. Oh crap! What was the second thing? Oh, to if you see something you like, make sure you use the pre-bid button, because that tells me what you want to see, and that'll kind of help with the flow. That way, I'm pulling up things that you want to see, and not just like being like, "What do you think of this? What do you think of that? How about this thing?" Because sometimes that gets a little exhausting pulling out everything and then it just not be vibing with the room. And I really just want to make this fun for everyone. Um, so yeah, let's get at it. So first up, I thought I'd start with my 3 ounce bags because they are adorable. But I don't know. Is there if I put a bunch of stuff in the buy now section. I have a ton of stuff in the auction area. So yeah, let me know if there is something specific you would like to see. Yeah. And like I said, use that pre-bid button. That really helps me out as far as like figuring out the flow. So check in pre-bids. Don't see any right now. Actually, I just did a huge load of, I have like 45 1 pound bags ready for home. So maybe I'll just start there. I'll start there. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. I have to remember the add button next to the inventory is not like the same as pinning it, which is where I get stuck. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, first up is 1 pound of blue apatite stone. So all my stones today are rough. This is like blue apatite gravel, which would be perfect for any kind of spell work you're doing. If you're doing spell jars, I'm gonna start the auction on this, and my auction is at my. Hang on a sec. My brain just. Okay, I'm trying to start the auction here. Okay. Man, you think I'd never done this before, and I do this all the time. So, again, so it's $8, and you get a pound of blue apatite. And what I was trying to find. Okay, hang on a second. Ugh. Only slightly prepared. Oh, thank you for sharing the thing, Rosie. I appreciate you. Oh, I was going to. Oh, I did have a thing on that. Find my note on blue apatite. I know it's here. There it is. Okay. Oh, geez. So for folks who don't know, blue apatite would be good for spells related to communication, spiritual growth, intuition, and clarity, and connecting with inner truths. So if you are interested in that, just let me know. Drop me some blue hearts in the chat, and I will know that that is what you want to see again. Sorry for the bit of a shuffle, but you know how it goes. And plus, wrangling the squirrels. Oh, and some of the pieces in the blue apatite are actually quite large. So you can see these are probably medium-sized stones, but it varies from like gravel to medium size. So you get an array in there, because I can show you one of the pieces that are in here that are towards the top. And so, yeah, that's one of the pieces. So as you can tell, like they're not all super tiny. It's just they're all mixed. Here's another little guy. And they're gorgeous. It has such beautiful flash and vibes. I love blue apatite. I think it's a gorgeous stone, and I use it all the time when I do spell work. And like I was mentioning in previous shows, I also enjoy like crystal gravel like this as a way to charge my jewelry, charge my, something like this would be great for charging and imbuing your divination, things like tarot, oracle, pendulum, with the qualities of blue apatite. So if you want to increase the clarity while you're, doing tarot readings, right? And like boost your intuition, that sort of thing, blessing your cards with some blue apatite would be great. And if you store, your card, like put your cards, even if it's just in its bag, on a little charging plate with the blue apatite, you're charging the cards and like boosting your intuition while you use them. So that is, because I know some folks go, well, what am I going to do with this? And it's like, well, you can do lots of things. Let me tell you. So anyways, that's blue apatite. So next up, I have a folks favorite. It's amethyst. So these are my 1 pound bag of amethyst chips. And this is all about the same size, but yeah, it's got a really nice like lilac purple color to it. So I'm going to run this for $8 right now. So if you would like a pound of amethyst, get in on it. And of course, amethyst is for spiritual growth, higher consciousness, intuition, inner peace, stress relief, and positive thinking. So that's going right now. Okay, we're in the red, folks. And my goal was to have all of these flavors of stones loaded individually instead of them being a random pull, but that didn't happen. So I appreciate you guys looking. So next up is a pound of fuchsite. And I want you to know that some of these materials I actually have several pounds of, while others I don't. So I only have like 2 pounds of fuchsite, but I have 5 pounds of amethyst. So if you're also like, if you wanted to do a deal, like do a sort of like a bundle, that's the word. If you wanted to do a bundle of different things, just let me know, because I'd be open to a bundle. And if you've been on my shows before, you know that I'm good at giving deals. So let's see here. Let's run the fuchsite. So the fuchsite is also called muscovite mica. And it is for emotional healing, spiritual growth, connecting with higher realms, self-worth and compassion, and intuition. And it is just so pretty. It's so glittery. The green is just so on point. Let's see if I can pull some out here so you can kind of see the pretty color, because the bag sort of mutes it a bit. But, okay. So here's what it looks like by itself. There you go. Very sparkly. So yeah, kind of like nature's glitter, honestly. Okay. So next up, I'm going to do a pound of aquamarine. And this is all kind of like the same size. There are sort of these small to what is it, like tiny to small chips. So there's nothing that's super big, but I would say there's some that are really small and some that are more like the tiny size category. So let's run that aquamarine right now. And let's see here. I do have a note about aquamarine. Let's see here. Where is she? Oh, promotes calm, enhances communication, spiritual awareness, courage, emotional balance, and protection at sea. So if you were going to take a cruise or do some like flying overseas, I would recommend making a travel charm with this just to help you, make that trip safely. So yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look at it. All right. So next up is purple mica. And this is just absolutely stuffed to the gills. When I was trying to get a pound in here, I was like, "Oh my god, this just keeps going." And I think it's because the mica is so light that it takes a ton of it just to make a pound, which is great for y'all because um, mica is just so beautiful to work with, and the purple mica dust in here is gorgeous. I also learned that purple mica, it has pink tourmaline in it. So in here, among the mica, are chunks of pink tourmaline, which is kind of fantastic. So just like later, I'll show you the biotite, and biotite has black tourmaline in it. So you'll find amongst the chunks bits of like black tourmaline, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to run this purple mica right now that, like I said, has a bunch of pink tourmaline in it among the mica. Um, yeah, and so purple mica, let's see, do I have a note about that? I don't see it. Oh, wait, what's this? Nope, that's epidote. Epidote. Mm-mm. But purple mica is more of that intuition magic, divination, clarity. I think a lot of purple stones are. So, okay. Well, thanks for taking a look. So next up is lepidolite. And let's see. I do have a note in here about lepidolite somewhere. Biotite, green jasper, amethyst. Oh, wait. I have some crystal sets I'll be showing y'all later too. So lepidolite, let's see here, is for overcoming emotional and mental strife. At least that's one of the uses. It is a really good mental health stone because of its high content of lithium. So, oh crap, here we go. And start auction on a pound of lepidolite. So I don't know if the lighting, let's see here. Does the lighting do it justice? It doesn't look as pretty on the camera, but I assure you it is super purple and very shiny. Let's see here. And this has like small gravel to like smallish size pieces. I would say even some of them are almost medium sized, but they have some good size chunks in them, as you can see. So that's lepidolite. All right. And again, like if you were going to make like a charm to help with your mental health, to help with a stressful situation, I would certainly recommend lepidolite. I would even say that if in your house you are going through a lot of mental strife, arguments, sort of challenging emotional times, that I would almost put a ring of this around your house as a protective barrier and to help balance that intense emotional load. So you can utilize the benefits of lepidolite not just by holding it and having it in your space. You can also cast a circle around your space. So hit the outside of your house. And if you have an apartment, put some in like 4 little jars and put it in the 4 corners of your house. Or even like, I like to line, so the tops of your doors and windows have that like, I don't, what is that called? Trim. There we go. It has trim, and usually the trim has like a little ledge sort of. I'll line up things like crystal gravel because it's small and I don't have to worry about it like falling off as easily as something that requires a bit of balance or stability. Because, like, when you slam the door, things are going to like slide off the trim or whatever. But anyway, so I would recommend if you are going through like emotional strife, either for yourself, maybe someone in your household, I would recommend putting the lapidolite above the windows and doors, or even just creating a little like mojo bag to hang above their door as a way to help with their mental health recovery, their behavioral health recovery. So, anyway, lapidolite. And so, if you want me to run it again, just let me know in the comments. So, next up is Mookaite Jasper, and that's this big boy. Let's see, do I have my Mookaite notes? I feel like I prepare and then I lose things. So, but Mookaite, let me see if I can find a set that might have the Mookaite in it. Oh, here we go. So, Mookaite is good for a sense of calm, inner strength, and grounding. So, cool thing about Mookaite, and this, as you can see, are all larger pieces. This is not gravel. So some of the things I have are gravel, or like gravel to small, but these are all about, these are pretty large chunks. And of course, Mookaite has a large variety of color. So, like, here's one of the more pale, sort of pinky colors. Of course, pink things get washed out next to my pink skin. And, like, here's sort of that caramel, almost like a camel brown color, but there's also like some mauve-y bits. And the striping is so striking. So I really enjoy Mookaite. And it's only harvested in one region of the world, where the Mookaite River is, I believe, in Africa. And what makes it special is the kind of sediment that gathered in that river over, millennia, and eventually created this kind of jasper. And we don't see this color pattern or mineral content anywhere else on the planet. So that's kind of cool about Mookaite. So if you would like help with grounding and calming, centering, any of those things, this is also a really good stone for just like emotional balancing. Yeah. And, even though it's stone, which we think is just an earth element, I mean, since Mookaite is formed in waterways where there is sediment, I would say that it's also utilizing water energy because of, just the way the water moves the sediment around and deposits it. So, yeah, if you were looking for some elemental tools. Okay. So next up is the biotite, which comes in these larger chunks. And again, biotite is the media mineral words that black tourmaline grows in. So there are bits of black tourmaline in here for folks who are big black tourmaline fans. But the cool thing is it's sort of like a twofer, right? You get the black tourmaline, but you also get the biotite or black mica. So it's such a gorgeous stone. And of course, let's see here if I can. Oh, here, I have notes on that. So biotite is for spiritual development, grounding, protection, emotional balance, self-reflection, inner peace, and for balancing the root chakra, which is the chakra associated with our relationships, our foundation. Oh, Rosie's snagging a pound. Good on you, girl. Yeah, so it's our root, it's our foundation, it's our community connections, it's our relationships. It's also sort of our, oh, thank you, Rosie. Let me just get this written down, and then I will finish my thought, hopefully, if I remember. I really need a clipboard. I should tell hubby. Okay. Rosie Cork. Okay. Thank you, dear. Okay. I'm sorry, my brain. So, anyways, I had to look what bags I had. Smart thinking, very smart. Yeah. I'll run another biotite just in case. If I can find where I put it. Here it is. You should see it. I try to be so organized. So along the side of me on the floor, I have all the bags lined up in perfect little stacked rows in their types because I'm like, I'm going to be so organized. Look at me. Oh my goodness. So, okay. So I do have another biotite, and I'll run that in case someone else wants to snag it. Yeah. So, oh, I was talking about the root chakra and biotite and how that helps. So, the root chakra is our foundation, it's our community, it's our relationships with others, but it's also things like having a job, having a car, having a home, and feeling stable and balanced and comforted, right? That's our root chakra. Those are our basic needs. And so biotype helps balance that energy. And it's also good in spell work that has to do with that kind of energy. So you can create like a family protection spell with biotype and those would be great gifts actually, like just if you have like kids who have families, just creating like a home protection jar with some biotite in it and like maybe some other great things like amethyst, as a way to like give them a gift that protects their home, but it also comes from your heart, which is, well, I guess it'd be kind of fueled by your root chakra, but you get what I'm saying. So, like, that's a cool gift to give others. Um, Long story short. So, hey, Sailor. Oh, and Anson. Hi, hi. Familiar faces. So, I was just talking about biotite, and I have exactly 1 pound of pink jasper, which I absolutely love. I think it is beautiful. It is just the most pale pink. And again, I will try to show you some pieces, but since I am so pink, it kind of, oh, peace and calm to you too, Anson. But also, yes, pink zebra is for peace and calm. Comments, and just trying to follow the comments. Okay, so again, I have a pound, and these are larger pieces. Let's see if I can kind of hold one up. As you can tell, the pink gets kind of lost against my pinkness, but you kind of get the idea. It's very pale. I would say almost like baby pink, if you will. Like if we're gonna put a color on it, and then it has like that what I call millennial gray. Anyway, it's gorgeous together, and it is for peace, it's for calmness, emotional healing, combating anxiety, and it's good for your heart chakra right there. So I have exactly 1 pound of it. So who would like it? It is running right now. And I don't have this in the small bags because these chunks are so big they would not fit in my small bag. So again, pink zebra jasper is for peace, calmness, emotional healing, combating anxiety, and for your heart chakra. And I would say there are probably at least 15 pieces, like 12 to 15 pieces, if not more. I don't count how many pieces are in a bag, but if I had to estimate. Okay. Well, I have it. So if this is something y'all want me to run later, just let me know. All right. Oi. So something else I only have 1 pound of, is Ritsu light. I think that's how you pronounce it. So that is this, and there are many pieces in here. I would say these are all about medium sized. So this is about the size. There's maybe some that are a bit chunkier, but yeah. So the cool thing about these is, oh geez, please don't fall. Is that they have this really neat, like dark purple banding in them. Oh, thank you, Anson. I love to share. I love to share. I love to teach. That's why I kind of got into this line of work, is I wanted to help people gain the tools to be successful in their spiritual journeys. So Ritzolite is also known as the stone of multi-dimensional recall. It's good for or used for spiritual enlightenment, enhancing psychic abilities, clearing away confusion, apathy, and denial. And it's good for third eye and crown chakras. So, yeah. So, if you are interested in the Ritzolite, I am running it right now. And it is actually pretty rare. When I was doing some research on it, it says that it's not mined anymore, or it's mined very infrequently because there wasn't a very large deposit found on the earth. And so if you want to snag a bag before it kind of goes off market, I mean, I would say there's at least like 15 to 20 pieces in here. And that is the only bag I have. So again, Ritzolite is known as the stone of multidimensional recall. It's good for spiritual enlightenment, enhancing psychic abilities, clearing away confusion, apathy, and denial, and good for third eye and crown chakra work. So I will put that back. Okay. So next up this is also something I only have one bag of, and it is Epidote. And the Epidote, I would say, probably has 15 to 20 pieces, and it is a pound. Oh goodness, I have the hiccups out of nowhere. So Epidote is very green, as you can see, very green stone, and it's for enhancing personal power, encouraging positive thinking, releasing negative emotions and blockages that prevent us from opening up and connecting. So if you're like, I'm feeling really closed off from everybody lately, or like I have a hard time relating to and connecting with others, Epidote might be a good, ally for you. And so, like I said, you get a full pound. And with anything, Epidote, as far as like, encouraging positive thinking, enhancing personal power, I would almost use this too to like, when you cast your circle or do any kind of like meditation, you could create a circle of the Epidote around you and then put yourself in the middle for like your spell casting, your meditation, your prayer, whatever the word is for you. And, and really like kind of be in that sort of vortex of energy while, you're trying to do that important work. So, all right. Well, like I said, I do have this available. And if you all want to see it again, just let me know. So next up, I have 2 pounds of this. It is the Unikite or Unikite. I am not sure how to pronounce it. And Unikite, where are you? I have a thing for that. Maybe. Here it is. Okay, so Unikite, it's green and pink, like together. And it is for compassion, grounding, empathy, balance, and gratitude. And it's also associated with the heart chakra. And it's honestly one of my favorite stones to recommend to people when they're going through heartbreak, especially when, you've lost a loved one or you've been dumped or, getting divorced. Those like really tough emotional times where you just really question yourself. I always recommend Unikite for that kind of healing and that kind of like heartbreak and being let down and disappointment, because it's really super nourishing for that kind of energy. So, oh, thank you, Rosie, for the bid. Yeah. Oh, hey, Lisa Bev. I see you popped in. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah. I'm running a pound of Unikite right now. I have 2 pounds available. So, in case you are interested, I will stop kicking my camera. The problem is I swing my feet back and forth when I'm sitting here like a child because it helps regulate my nervous system because I get really anxious. So, little known. Yes. Awesome score, Rosie. I do have one more pound. So if someone else would like to utilize Unikite for their heart healing, I will run that pound right now. So yeah, this is my last pound of Unikite. And again, it is for compassion and grounding and empathy, balance, and gratitude. And like I was saying, it's my favorite stone to recommend to people who are going through heartbreak that is associated with like a divorce, a breakup, someone passing, deep disappointment, that sort of thing. Yeah, so Unikite is a really awesome crystal ally for that. All right. Next up. Well, thank you, McBetsy. Unfortunately, anxiety is not rational. Do you have an assortment bag? Well, sort of. Okay. So I don't have necessarily an assortment bag, but I do have, oh goodness. This is my bowl that I put together for folks who may want to do just sort of a random mixed scoop. And so if you're interested in that, Anson, I would gladly, run a little like scoop thing. And it has a mix of all of it. I have chunks of the Ritsolite in here. I have, you know, just a little bit of everything. I even have some tumbled stones that I put in there, like some bloodstone, some obsidian. I have a chunk of like blue kyanite in there. So it's really, I call it my goblin mix. I even have some driftwood in there that I found when I was bumbling along the Mississippi River. So if you wanted to do that as an assortment bag, I could put a pound of that together and then just sell that for $8 if that's okay for you. I guess just let me know. Otherwise, we could go totally off the rails because, I love me some chaos. And if folks are like, hey, I'm loving your stones, but don't need a pound. Okay. Well, I do have some other options, boop, boop, over my shoulder that are smaller bags. See, I have these wee ones. I have the small 3-ounce bags. Do a scoop, sir. Okay. So you want to do a scoop. Okay. That way you get a little bit of everything. Okay. And so you don't want a pound. You just want a small bag. Hang on a sec. I have a thought. Oy. Okay. And this is for anyone else who is in the show. I have these mesh bags, and I would do a $5 bag and just fill this with a mix of stones. And are you guys up for that? So I can show you what that would look like. And again, we could just go off the rails. There's no rules. I can do what I want. Okay. So we could do this for $5, and it's a mix. Yes. Anson's in. Okay. So I'm going to create a special, and if folks love this enough, I will just like dump some more stuff in my bowl and do a random mix scoop, and boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. So now that I have everything all over my keyboard, I have to clear it off. The setup I have right now, I'm actually really happy with. It took me a while to like find a space in my home that felt good for me to work in and do these shows every week. And part of that is just like creating chaos, which, is really how if I don't operate in chaos, I must be having a sick day, because that is literally me all the time. Anyways, $5 mixed scoop bags. Okay, starting price $5. $5. And I don't know, we'll just throw 10 in there. And if you guys want more, we'll do more. And I would say that these are probably 8 to 11 ounces because rocks are heavy. Confirm. And again, all my rocks are going to go out priority mail today. So you won't pay any more than $9.21 in shipping, which is fantastic because rocks be heavy. Okay. So let's do those $5 scoop bags. And again, I can make as many as we want, and it'll be all different fun things. Okay. So this is what we're bidding on here. And awesome. And I have them in every color bag. So if you're like, hey, put my scoops in a pink bag or a blue bag or a green bag, I have every color of the rainbow, including black and brown and white. So I would be glad to customize even what your bag looks like if that will tickle your fancy. And all of us have fancies that need tickling. I'm just saying. Awesome. Thank you, Anson. Awesome. And does yellow work for you, Anson? Or do you prefer a different color? Because honestly, I am okay going the extra mile. Well, it's actually the extra 4 inches. Perfect. I will write this down for you. And are other folks interested in doing the $5 random scoop? If so, I will keep going. And song sheet. Okay. Okay. Maybe next time. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I'm gonna scoop another bag and see if anyone else is into it. Okay. There we go. I have it in a blue bag, and there's all different kinds of stones in there. So, yeah. There we go. And like I said, it's a mix of rough stones and tumbled stones. And I also have some little charms in there that I because that's my goblin mix. Yeah, so there's some silver charms. There's some little wooden charms. Yeah. Anson's winning. Nice, nice. I love that. Yeah, and there's big pieces. There's small pieces. It's really just such a variety. I love it. Awesome. Thank you, Anson. Okay. I can do another scoop. Because I just, Also, I should check my pre-bids in case. Okay, there were no pre-bids. Just checking. Okay. The other day when I did a show, people were hitting the pre-bids really hard, and I was like, wow, this is kind of nice. So now I'm like, I guess I should be checking that. And also, how many other people use pre-bids, and I never noticed. Oh, very nice. Anson, I understand. Oh, here we go. I'll do this. Okay. Oh, I took all my jars upstairs. That would be perfect. That's okay. I can do some other. I'm just like mumbling to myself. I apologize. Part of me is just like, okay, I'm adapting on the fly. What do I need to do? Where's this thing? Where's my pants? I'm not even wearing pants. Okay. I'm creating more mix, which makes me happy because I love the chaos. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I this is literally the only way I know how to be. And so, for folks who may not resonate with my absolutely chaotic, mumbly nature, perhaps this is not the place for you. But for folks who are into mumbly weirdness, you're in the right place. Burp, 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 burp. And we'll put some of this in there. Great. And maybe some of this in there. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Yes. I I identify as a chaos gremlin as well. I also oh, I'm getting shit everywhere. It's okay. I can do this. I was like, oh, I'm going to make a mix and it'll be really great. And I'm like, oh, now I need to stir it. It's kind of like when you make a salad and you're just like, oh, now I have to toss the salad on your pre-bid for scoop. Yes. So that was if I was going to do like one scoop at a time, but these are like 3 scoops, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm adapting on the fly. And so my on the fly, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you calling that to my attention because, I could have made an oops and didn't know I made an oops. Okay. So I have this mix bag up next. And if y'all want a bag of mixed stone, so I know I just mixed up a bunch of stuff and then there was already some in there. So yeah, if y'all are into a mix scoop, I have one for you. And I do have some large pieces in here and some driftwood. I don't want you to lose that. Oh, well, I appreciate you watching my back. Yeah. Oh, I have such a mess to clean up later. That's fine. I just have like rocks everywhere on the carpeting. It's okay. They'll vacuum, I guess. Oh my goodness. Okay. But I digress. Okay, so new thing. Okay. Breathe in and a bit. And let me just do. Okay. Now that I've sort of got my brain back on track. There, I'll just do that. So there's no confusion. Okay. Fabulous. All right, next up. I think I was showing a pound of fire quartz. Ooh, I feel dizzy. Start auction. So next up is fire quartz. And I would say that there's probably 12 to 15 pieces in this bag. So it's a really excellent amount for that price. And again, all of the stones are rough. And oh, here's my fire quartz note. Okay, so fire quartz is vitality, focus, courage, self-confidence, and it's sacral and root chakras. Joined citrazine bags. I do not have citrazine, but yeah. So the stones that I have available, I have 14 different ones, and they include mukate, fuchsite, purple mica, biotite, lepidolite, blue apatite, fire quartz, clear quartz, amethyst, aquamarine, What else? Pink zebra and unikite. I think an epidote. I think that's everything. I think I named everything. But yes. Okay, so then the last of the large pounds that I haven't shown you is the clear quartz. And so I will show you that. Start quartz. Oh, geez, there we go. Okay, so we have a pound of clear quartz going, and clear quartz is kind of good for everything. It's sort of the Jane of all trades when it comes to crystal magic and and working with different energies. So yeah, and these are all, I would say, small sized chips. I'll open that up and show you. So they're about this big. Mr. Feeney. My cat just woke up from his nap. Yes, sorry. I talk really fast and I apologize. Yes, so in the 1 pound, I have clear quartz, hematoid quartz, which is also called fire quartz. Well, thank you, Anson. I appreciate that. I do tend to over apologize for things that are literally not even an apologetic offense, but yeah. So clear quartz, fire quartz, aquamarine, amethyst. Now I have to look. Blue apatite, lepidolite, purple mica, biotite, which is also called black mica, fuchsite or muscovite mica, mookite jasper, epidote, pink zebra jasper, and I think that's it. I think I named them all. As long as I said lepidolite. Can I see the amethyst and aqua? Yes. Yes, you can. Amethyst. Okay. Okay, so this is the amethyst. And so these are it's a 1 pound bag of like chips. And they are, I would say, like tiny to small size chips. So this would be really good for projects. And like for putting in spell jars and stuff. So if you'd like it, I have it running right now. And again, that's the amethyst. And there are like pale to medium colored pieces. There's even some that are hematoid amethyst. Let's see if I can. Someone told me that if you put your hand in front of it, there we go, it shows a little better. So you can see sort of the orangey hue. So some of the pieces have hematoid in it, which just means it has hematite. It's impregnated with hematite. And then this is my bag of aquamarine. And so this has pale to medium blue pieces. And I would say that this is more like gravel. So yeah. So if you're interested in that, I have the item running right now for another 10 seconds. Enhances precious metals. But if you're looking for chunks of things, I do have stones that are in larger pieces, Hanses. Just let me know if that is of interest. That in there, that in there. Okay, so next up I will show, what am I going to show? I have some large chonky boys This is a large piece of rough dragon's blood jasper. And I have 3 pieces that I found when I was prepping for the show. And I was like, how long have I had these? Where have they been hiding? So I'm going to run those right now. I thought that I had sold all of my dragon's blood at my last show because I had like a 1 pound bag of it, of the small chips. So I was really excited to find these big boys. So if you would like a dragon's blood jasper, this guy's up and running right now. It's also called the Stone of Courage, boosting strength, vitality, and life force by linking heart and root chakras, helping overcome challenges with bravery and fostering creativity, resilience, and self esteem. It's linked to warrior energy and ancient dragon lore for protection and grounding. Oh, looks like Anson won this one. Congratulations. And I have 2 more pieces. So, next up is this guy. Hi, Pippi. Welcome to the room. It's good to see you again. Indeed. Indeed. I mean, they were just like divine timing, right? Things happen when they're supposed to happen. So, this is my next chunk of Dragon's Blood Jasper. My day's good. My day's good. I just started maybe an hour ago and, you know, talking and showing rocks. So, yeah. If y'all are interested in this chunk of dragon's blood, you got another 5 seconds to throw a bid in there. Okay. And then I can show you the other piece too. And like maybe that piece wasn't tickling your fancy. But I have one more. And he's more triangular and very green. Like super duper green. And like look at the cool like inclusions in this. It's so good. It's so good. Dragon's Blood Jasper, I think, is one of my favorites, to be honest. But I think all the Jaspers kind of called to me, and maybe it's because, oh, yes. Oh, yes. I will do the large honey calcites next. Awesome. Thank you, Cosmic Mander. I appreciate you. And awesome first time by. Cosmic. What is it? Mander. Great. Okay. And this one is for you. Okay. So, what are the crystals in the Aquarius kit? I am an Aquarius. Let me see. Aquarius. Aquarius. Dingle. Let me see by now. Okay, more. It looks like I have fluorite, labradorite, blue kyanite, and orca agate in the Aquarius kit. So let me see. Can I? What am I holding here? Oh, the fire quartz. I sang the same song. Aquarius. Yes, I. Oh, and you know, if you hang out in my rooms here, that I'm always singing clips to songs because they live rent free in my brain. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am getting the honey calcite for Rosie right now. And of course for anyone else, because I have several. I have several pieces. So okay, that's totally fine. Okay, honey calcite. Okay. Pin item. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, geez. I hate it when my computer has just like random pop-ups. Like, get out of my word. I'm doing things. Okay. So, first chunk. I mean, look at this chunk of honey calcite. It is like the size of the palm of my hand. It's huge. So, I'm going to run that auction right now. And it's just so pretty. So, so pretty. And I do, like I said, I do have a few pieces of this available. I'm worried that because of the coloring, I'm worried that my light is blowing it out. Let me see if I turn it off, if you could see the honey a little better. Maybe. Because now I just have the light from the window. Awesome. Well, I am happy that you love this piece. Okay. I could show I have a couple others I can show, so I will do that. Start. And here's another honey calcite. Such a beautiful babe. And again, huge. I mean, look at like the size of the palm of my hand. And honey calcite is honestly one of my favorite stones. Like actually about a year ago, I could not buy enough of it. And I bought it in all different kinds of shapes and sizes. Um yeah. And it's so good for that like solar plexus healing, right? Which is that like right here, right above your belly button. So, which is where you digest your life. Okay. I'm going to run another because why not? Oh, thank you. Yes. I jokingly tell people that I wear all my demons on the outside. Because why keep them locked up inside? Okay. So here is another honey calcite. Yeah, so it's actually a bunch of different versions of Baphomet. Nope, not Baphomet. Krampus. I don't know how familiar you are with Krampus, but he is a demon fellow associated with Christmas. Yes, he's the demon of Christmas. So, anyway, it is my Christmas demon dress that I wear all the time. Okay. Well, that if folks want any more of the honey calcite, you know it's available. Um, oh, very fun. I actually have a very nice Krampus costume that I used to use during Yuletide and have pictures with Krampus instead of pictures with Santa. And I had a friend that would dress up as my Krampus for my shop. And we got him a bundle of sticks, and I set up, this red leather chair with a lot of like faux fur rugs, and I created this like little gunny sack wraparound that went in front of chairs, so it looked like when people sat in them that they were in Krampus's sack going to hell, and he would like stand over them menacingly with like his bundle of sticks. It was so great. It was so great. I had so much fun. And people would bring their kids, and the kids, some of them would cry. Oh my goodness. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. Some people are just made for that role. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. My friend Chris was just having a blast. A blast. Okay, so let's do some larvicite. Um, Larvicite, if I could spell it. Larvicite. There we go. So these are my larvicite rafts. And so larvicite is often called black labradorite because it has the same sort of like bluish silver flash that labradorite has. That's awesome. Start auction. Okay, so larvicite. This is my larvicite, and I thought I had a note on the. Actually, I do. It's for grounding. It's a protective stone known for enhancing wisdom, intuition, and transformation, often called Norwegian moonstone for its blue silver flashes. Connects to the root and third eye chakras, offering stability, clarity, and protection against negativity while aiding personal growth, manifestation, and connecting with nature's energies. Phoenix, Phoenix, hey, come here, Mr. Man. Psst, psst, psst. Come here. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but yes, I have a cat named Phoenix, and he has one eye and no teeth, and is just the derpiest one brain celled orange boy. Yes. Well, I don't know if you can hear him just walking around. Have a great weekend, Anson. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Mr. Feeney, Mr. Feeney, come here. Stop being such a grumpy butt. I think he's mad because my other cat, Lavender, is napping. I'm working. My husband's working. And so he has no one to play with and no one to cuddle. Nice. Yeah, he's the orangest. And then I have a little buff color. So she's sort of like very pale orange to tan colored tabby cat as well. And yeah. So she's not as derpy as him. She's actually very smart, for better or worse, I guess. Because sometimes having a smart cat means having a smart ass cat. And my too, sometimes. Anyways, so I know this is yes, they just have so much personality. Although we had the boy we had before Phoenix was Connor. He was our secondhand cat. We got him. He was like a friend of a friend's cat. He'd been passed around for a bit because he couldn't get along with the other cats. They would bully him because he was just so mellow. Anyway, but he was a gray and brown stripe. Oh, a Jack. So cute. Yeah. But Connor was just a little snuggly boy. And he was a very old man when he passed. Hey, Mel. I see your name pop up. So I have a couple new items, actually several new items that I haven't shown before, and I would love to find homes for. The first up, let me minimize this. Oh, you do? Yeah, well, we named Phoenix because he was actually going to be euthanized because his previous owners didn't want him anymore. And we adopted him so he would not be euthanized because there is nothing wrong with him. He is just a very weird boy. He's a weird boy. Yeah, so we named him Phoenix because he gets to rise from the ashes. And we named Lavender because the way her fur is, it has some gray in it, so it actually gives her sort of a purpley hue. Honey, pancake, and oatmeal. That is great. That is so great. I love it. So I don't technically have this in my lineup because I didn't get a chance to list it, but I have this purple moth jar. It's resin, of course, the lid, and then there's the inside. Seymour Maximus bus. Oh my goodness. Most of flues. Mistiflees. Oh, okay. Mr. Mistiflees. Oh, okay. Love it. Very cute. So if folks are interested in this, like I said, I forgot to load it into the auction tab, but yeah, I would run this for 20 as an auction item if folks are interested in bidding on it. Again, it is dark purple. It has this gorgeous moth on it. And like, look at all this detail. So yeah, and then of course the lid. There's the lid, which may or may not look like a boob if you look at it straight on. Just so I am going to load let me, oh my goodness, I have larvicite here and I have things everywhere. Okay. So let me load this for 20 and see if folks dig it. Heading to the doctor, I will be in and out. Okay, Rosie. Well, thank you for coming in, and I will keep an eye out for your name popping in, and good luck at the doc. Yeah, I don't normally do shows at 2 in the afternoon, but I was like, why not? Okay. Thought I'd give it a... Indeed. Well, if I'm still on afterwards, I call the acorn hats we sell at fair the boob hats. Oh, that's so cute. Moth jar. Starting price is 20. I have one of them, and it will ship for 8 to 11. Oh, that stinks. Well, so this is just like a follow-up appointment to see how you're healing. That makes sense. Okay. Sure. Well, these follow-up appointments are important. I had some surgery a couple of years ago, and while I did not enjoy going to follow-up appointments, I'm glad I did. So, okay, folks, I am going to run the moth jar and see if anyone is digging it. So yeah, like I said, it's made of resin, and it's dark purple. I don't know if the camera really like shows it well, but yeah, dark purple with the golden like raised moth in the front, and I think and then the jar itself is textured and it has this gorgeous like weave around it. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look at her anyways. And then I have one other bottle to show, and it is a moon bottle. And it has, of course, a little topper, and the topper is very fancy. And so you can use these as spell jars, as storage jars, whatever you would like. So yeah, I'm going to add this item and see if you like it. And I'm going to run this at 15 to 11 ounces and confirm. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. Okay. Pin item. All right, and then I'm starting the auction on this Moon and Stars jar. So again, it's made of resin. It has this gorgeous like detail around the, neck of the jar. And then this is actually raised, this moon symbol, and the star is raised. And then here's the topper. It's very pretty. So it's not something that has like a rubber seal, so I wouldn't suggest putting liquid in it. But if you have a shelf where you want to do a little spell or whatever, this would be perfect to sit on that. So, okay. Well, thanks for taking a look. Okay. Oh. So something a little different. Of course, you could say that about everything. You can come down. It's okay. I made some earrings out of green aventurine chips. And they're all a little different, but they are so adorable and they're hypoallergenic. Let's see here if I have earrings. Okay, I didn't load them separately. I might just have an earring item that I could run it under. But yeah, so if you're interested, I'm going to run these for $9. And Yeah, I'm just going to have to create an item for them. Thank you for sticking around. And again, I have 3 different pairs of the green aventurine. And for folks who don't know, green aventurine, could you grab me a clipboard? That would be super handy. I have a bunch upstairs, like on my little like parts chest thingy, right before you get in the bedroom. Thank you. Earrings. Oh my god, here's jewelry. I was sitting here trying to find the jewelry section. I guess contemporary. Also, I don't understand. Okay, green adventure. Earring. Earrings. Boop. Oh. All kinds of new people popping in. Lovely. Okay, and I have 3 pairs. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. I just needed a writing surface. All of a sudden, I have no tables. So these are new, and they are 1 to 3 ounces. Perfect. Confirm. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to start the auction on the green aventurine earrings. So this first set is very ombre. I selected like a light and medium and dark stone for each earring. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I just have the best community and whatnot. I think you guys are so fantastic and you all play well together, and I love that. So I appreciate everyone. So yeah, here is the first pair of my green aventurine earrings. And then I will show my other 2 pairs. So let me run that. So here is the second pair. So you can tell it's a little bit different design. It still has the 3 chips and it has a slightly ombre look, but I added an extra link in the middle to give it some extra dangle because I like the way it jiggles. It makes me happy. So yeah, this is the pair that's running right now. And of course, green aventurine is good heartstone. It's also a good like money stone. And it's associated with Virgo. So if you are a Virgo, that might be lovely for you. And then here is my last set right here. Here you are. So I'm going to run these in case someone likes how this pair looks. There we go. And the green is also so pretty. I love the green color of aventurine. Honestly, green stones are some of my favorites, so maybe I'm biased, and my earrings are hypoallergenic, like I mentioned, and they come with rubber backs. So yeah, it's just a cute little accessory. And of course, I make them myself, which, makes me happy because it keeps my hands busy. Right now we're in full blizzard season, so we have a snowstorm that is going right now. I don't know if it's snowing by anyone else. Oh, you're going to go for a walk? Okay. Sounds good. But yeah, very blizzardy outside. Okay. So next up, I'm going to run this gorgeous amethyst cave. And this sits on a shelf. It's flat on the bottom. And, they added a little extra medium to make it a shelf sitter. You can see the geode, all that beautiful banding. Look at that. So gorgeous. And, you see the beautiful geode formation and the cave here. It's so gorgeous. So I would love to find her a home. And I have it at a stupidly cheap price. I'm starting it at $45. And a piece like this would easily go for like over $100 at a regular rock shop. But because I am not a regular rock shop. I can do whatever I want. And if I choose to sell for $45, I'm going to do that. And yeah, so this is up right now. And it is just a gorgeous display piece. Honestly, it'd be perfect for anyone's collection. And I love amethyst for like its intuition abilities and like affecting your intuition, as well as like helping with all of the, you know, clairvoyance type stuff, all your clairs. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look at her. Again, if there are things in my Buy It Now section or in the auction that you would like to see, please let me know in the chat. You can also use the pre-bid for auction items. And I don't know if you can do it for Buy Now's items. Probably not. But you can just buy right from the bin. So, anyways. Oh, next up, I'm going to show this gorgeous celestite geode egg. She is just amazing. Celestite egg. All right, and again, I'm going to run her for $45 as well. And this is easily a $150 piece at a rock shop. And she's so hefty. I would say it's probably about 2 pounds. And I do have a ring stand that will come with her, so that way you can display her easily. And yeah, and celestite is one of those stones that's good for like connecting to celestial bodies, be it angels or other deities. I guess even aliens, if that is your vibe, right? It's really about connecting with cosmic entities. So, okay. Well, thanks for taking a look at her. I also have a heart one that I'm going to pin. And I'm going to thank you, Betsy. I appreciate you. Oh, jeez. Here is the heart, and you can see it has such, it looks like, just look at that gorgeous cave in there. Oh, and it's just so sparkly and pretty. And I'm a sucker for heart shapes in general, so look at that. And this one is much smoother across the back and even has a couple of little caves. Where are you? Oh, maybe I was thinking that's in the egg. That's in the egg. This one has all her sparkle, shine, and beauty in the front. So she's a party in the front, business in the back. She's a reverse mullet. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look. So every crystal person I know also loves pretty things to put their crystals in. And so I found the most adorable. Here, let me pin them. Turkish bowls. So these were hand painted in Turkey. And look at the vibrant, gorgeous colors in here. It is just so beautiful. And it's, pretty deep. So you could keep your crystals in here. It'd be great to create like a money bowl or a wishing bowl in. And I mean, I love the details around the edges. And then again, on the bottom, it tells you that it was hand painted in Turkey. So I only have 4 of these available, and I would love to find them homes. So they are running at $5 a piece, which is a steal. Because I know there's a Turkish place in a town, well, in Wisconsin Dells, that sells bowls like these for like 15. So I was able to get a pretty good steal on them, and of course they're brand new. They, like I said, are made of ceramic. Oh, Rosie's back. Um, yeah, so they're made of ceramic and hand painted, hand glazed, and just the craftsmanship is amazing. Thank you, Rosie. Oh, see, that's handy. I am also a passenger princess. So my hubby drives and then I, update my whatnot and eat snacks. Oh my goodness. Mm. So here is another in case anyone is interested. So yeah, and this one doesn't have the flower decoration around the edge, because these are hand painted, so every piece is going to be a little different, which is the beauty of it, I think. Um, yeah, and I'm not sure what the flowers are inside if they were aiming for a specific flower type, but yeah, okay. Well, this is in my auction tab, and I do have photos. So if you are interested in scoring one of these, I only have three left, right? And at $5 a piece, I mean, honestly, it's a steal. So, okay. All right. I did not make a item for this, I don't think. Well, no, I don't think I did. So this again is another one of those things for like holding crystals, creating money bowls, wish bowls, things like that. And this is actually vintage. It's milk glass. And when I found it at my local little thrift, I was like, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. I love the detailing. Look at that gorgeous detailing. She's in perfect condition. There's no chips, there's no cracks. And I am just a sucker for anything that's footed. There's no maker's mark. So I don't know like who made it or whatever. I'm sure if I Googled the design, a lot of designs are very specific to certain makers, but I'm going to start her at $5. So let me just add this quick and then I'm going to run it because she needs a home. And oh, here we go. Done. Okay. And run her at 5. And she's pre-owned. Shipping, I'm going to say she's a pound because I want to make sure she arrives safely. Okay. So here we go. Oh. Did I? No. There we go. Confirm. Okay. I'm starting the auction on my little footed milk glass dish. Again, I think that she would be gorgeous on anyone's altar to do, if you were going to do like a money bowl, a wishing bowl, to store your crystals in, even like on your dresser or vanity to like keep your jewelry in. I like to use vessels like this to like store my rings and my necklaces in after I take it off at night. And I don't know, she's got a lot of class, a lot of sass. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look. Absolutely. Yeah, see that's where you could use those chips, right? You put the little crystal chips in here to charge your jewelry. You got the right idea, McBetsy. Absolutely. So, but this is listed as an auction item. So if someone wants me to run it, just let me know. I do have another footed bowl that I'm going to show. And this one, awesome. See, I love it when folks take what I say to heart and like, I don't know, implement it in their practice. It just makes me happy. Okay, so this one, maybe it's in the buy now section. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I didn't bring it over from my inventory list. That's okay. So this is a larger bowl. This is some clay, right? So it's pottery. And I thought this would be an awesome altar bowl as well. And again, this would be a very, substantial size to do like a crystal spell. So if you put your crystal chips in here, a lot of folks that I know, they actually have a bowl that they use for grounding, and they'll put a few varieties of like crystal chips in here, and then kind of run their hands through it and like put their hands in the chips, almost like a Zen garden, only they're using the chips to like cleanse their energy and ground through their hands. So this would be perfect for that kind of work. And it's cute as hell. I love things that look like this, partially because it just has such a classic pattern to me, and it just is very Greek, like Greco-Roman. Um, it kind of looks like, I don't know, Zeus's wine glass. Because if I was Zeus, I'd drink out of something this large. I mean, not for drinking out of, unless you want to bathe. But anyway, this would be great for crystals and lots of different things. Like I said, I recommend, if you are someone who's purchased some of my crystal chips in the past or even today, this could be a cool way to create a grounding bowl with those, and just, I don't know. I'm also a very like sensory oriented person. So, but I forgot to add this from my regular inventory. So I'm just going to add my fruity footed bowl as an item. And then I am going to start this at $8 because she's a big girl. All right. And then 1 to 2 pounds for shipping. Confirm. And again, I am shipping everything priority today. So regardless if you buy stones or any of my witchery things, just know that they will arrive that way. So that way you're just doing $9.21 as max shipping, which is fantastic. My fruity footed bowl. Although my brain now is like, fruit by the foot, because that's how that goes. So yeah, again, I was mentioning that you could put crystal chips in here to create a cool grounding bowl, or a way to like, boost your energy even. So if you put things in here like fire quartz, or I would say clear quartz, maybe even some of the oh, I haven't shown the diopside yet. Anyway, some of that stuff. It could be a really cool way to amp yourself up or chill yourself out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oi. Let's see if I have this in here. I feel like I do. Maybe. Nope. Cool. Well, I like it when I don't prep and think I do. Okay. So, I like to make my own altars, right? So I've shown like my moon altar thing that someone snagged up. Well, I also made, so this is a shelf style, and it is a pink, like iridescent moth. She's so feminine and pretty. I added these purple swirls and the pink moths, and then like I found some pretty pink like scrapbook paper to create like this just whole aesthetic. And then the top has a little groove cut into it, which would be cool. Like if you have this hanging on the wall, you can use this for like a tarot card or oracle card holder, or even like some cool print, like art prints or something. And yeah, so like I painted this and I decorated it, and I just made something really special and pretty. And I would love to find her a home. And on the back, this is how she hangs. It has like two little thingies. Oh my goodness, what, like hanger holes. It's a hanger hole type. So I am going to run this today Let me see here. I guess antiques is fine. So moth. Oh geez. Slowly falls off my lap. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it down. Okay. Moth altar shelf. Okay. And I'm gonna start it for 20. I put a ton of work into this girl. Here we go. And shipping at 2 to 3 pounds because she's heavy. Okay. Moth. Okay. And we're off. So I have the auction going for this moth altar shelf. Again, she has these pretty pink iridescent moths on her. And then I have this like little purple swirl design. And then of course, this is solid wood, by the way. It is a solid wood handmade shelf. And the top is just like this very pleasing curvature. And it used to be just like this brown color, but I painted it white because I wanted to give her a new life and a new look. And yeah. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys looking at her. Okay. So next up, I'm going to run some of my other bags of stones that I have. Let's see here. I'm going to do my chrome diopside. Here we go. Let me get that pinned. And this is for $6. And I would say, so this is not a full pound. It's just under 12 ounces. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 pieces of chrome diopside in here. And let me run that right now. Bloop. Okay. So chrome diopside is good for emotional healing, renewal and connection, heart chakra work, fostering love, passion, and forgiveness while releasing negativity, past life recall and spiritual clarity, wishing stone for guidance and growth, promoting balance, inner strength, and clarity and with ancient ties to fertility and life cycles. So yeah, chrome diopside is a heavy lifter. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look. And then next up, I'm going to do green jasper. And so this is not quite a pound. It's 12 and a quarter. And it has 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, probably 16 pieces in here. About 16 pieces. And I could take a couple out. They're all about the same size. Yeah, here. All right, let me pull up the green jasper. Green jasper roughs, and this will be $6. Okay, and so here's what one of the pieces looks like. It has just such beautiful dark green coloring. And of course, it's different from the dark green of the dragon's blood jasper because it doesn't have that telltale, like, sort of speckling in it. So, yeah. So, and like I said, this is pretty average for what's in the bag as far as size goes and color. So I'm going to let that run. And again, it's $6 and you get this whole bag of green jasper. And yeah, so there are some larger pieces. Hi, Lavender. I see you. My other cat woke up and now she's like, where is everybody? Here's the larger one that's in there. Come here, Lavender. Oh my goodness, my cats. Okay, well, thanks for taking a look at the green jasper. It is in the auction tab if anyone wants to see it again. Okay. So next up, I have about 8 ounces of green aventurine, which is this. What, honey? What? Come down here. Come down here. What are you doing? Excuse me while I talk to my cats. I know. You gotta do the pss, 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 pss. Come here. Please don't jump over the wall, though. That would be bad. Okay. Goodness. They're old and cranky, especially right after they wake up from their afternoon nap. So here's a piece of green aventurine. That's very nice. Green aventurine. Where am I here? A-V-E-N-T, avent, urine. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pin that. I'm going to start the auction. So this is running for $6, and it is about 8 ounces of stone, which, I mean, honestly, there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. 9 pieces for $6. I mean, that is a stupid deal. And I am making it with you today. So green aventurine is for growth, renewal, and abundance. It's a stone of opportunity, attracting good luck and prosperity into one's life. It represents harmony, balance, and healing. Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look. So next up will be some garnet. And so again, these are all rough stones. So they're not going to be like the jewelry pieces that you may be familiar with. So this is 1, 2, how many pieces are in here? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces, and they're all about this size. This very, very dark red color. There we go. And you can see the texture on that. Okay, so let me get these garnets up. A-R-N-E-T. Okay. So I'm running this bag of garnets, which is just over 9 pounds or 9 ounces. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. And they look about this size. And you can see it just like the pretty dark red color. And this is the only bag I have of these. So if you would like to have these are for love, commitment, and passion. Powerful talisman for protection, especially during travel, warding off evil and poison, and ensuring safe return. Yeah. It's also grounding strength and vitality, awakening inner fire, boosting self-confidence, and promoting personal growth by aligning with the root and heart chakras for stability and emotional balance. So a heavy hitter for all that emotional stuff. But it's also good as the safe travel talisman. Okay. So next up, the other part of having crystals is making sure to keep their energy clear. And so I have 1 bundle of my sage and lavender smoke bundle left. And I grew this myself. It's with organic sage and organic lavender. And I have it decorated with forget-me-not flowers. And so I normally sell these for $9, but today I'm going to do a flash sale and do $6.75 because that's my last one and I wanted to find a home. So I am running my sage bundle now. Again, that's this one. I have it wrapped in a little red tissue paper just to protect it. Otherwise, yeah, it has the forget-me-not flowers and the sage and lavender. And I hand tied and dried each bundle myself. So yeah, you have a chance to snag it for $6.75 and we're in the red. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for taking a look. Okay. How about we do some smaller bags of crystals? These are my $4 bags. So if you are interested, let's see, I'm going to run the clear quartz first. If I spell correctly. Clear quartz. I still didn't spell that right. UARTZ. Part of the problem is that the keys on my keyboard for my laptop are very shallow, and for some reason my brain is like, I can't type on this. Okay, so here's the little 3-ounce bags. They're running for $4, and these are some pretty large chips of clear quartz. These are great for like different spells. You know, quartz is an amplifier, so it'll amplify whatever spell you're doing. You know, it's protection against negative energies, connecting with higher levels of consciousness, healing, clarity, and like I said, it's the energy amplifier. So you can use it with a money spell, with other, like if you do green aventurine and use that for money spell, you can use the quartz to amp up the power kind of thing. Hello, Envious. Welcome into the show. For folks that are popping in that have never been to one of my shows, I do have a bunch of stuff in the Buy Now section, as well as a bunch of stuff loaded to the auction tab. So if there is something that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments, or I am regularly checking pre-bids. So if you put in a pre-bid for an item, that lets me know that you want me to run it. So I am doing the best to moderate my show, and thank you for your patience and interest. So all right, so from the clear quartz, I am going to move on to some blue apatite in the 3-ounce. Blue apatite. Start auction. Awesome. And so as you can see, it's very, very blue. And blue apatite is for communication, spiritual growth, intuition, clarity, and connecting with inner truths. So I have this 3-ounce bag running right now for $4. And yeah, get on in there. So yeah, again, gravel like this is good for making charms. It's good to use in bowls for like charging. Yeah, it's really versatile, honestly. So it's also good for projects if you're of the crafty inclination. So next up, I'm going to do the amethyst chips, and those will be running for $4 as well. Amethyst. Here we go. Start auction. Oh, thank you for sharing my live stream, KL Crystals. I appreciate you. And so I have the amethyst chips running right now. It is a 3-ounce bag. I'm doing good. I'm trying to find homes for my stuff. So yeah, just doing that thing, chicken wing. How's your day going? Thanks. I love that for you. Hopefully it's not a snowy mess where you live, like it is here in my chunk of Wisconsin. Okay. So in the 3-ounce size, I also have blue aventurine. Nope, that's not it. Aquamarine. They are aquamarine. And again, if folks would like to do a bundle, just let me know. And I am shipping everything priority, so you won't pay more than $9.21 on shipping. So I have aquamarine running right now, and it is for promoting calm, enhancing communication, spiritual awareness, courage, emotional balance, and protection at sea. And so these pieces are like gravel to small piece size. And I have several of these bagged, so if you want a couple, just let me know. Okay. Thanks for taking a look. Okay. Next up, I'll do a 3 ounce of the Biotite. Biotite. Every time. That's what it sounds like. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the Biotite is running for $4. And these are some larger pieces, as you can see. And so even this 3 ounce bag probably has about a dozen chunks in it. And I would say they are small to extra large pieces. And mica, black mica, like I was saying earlier, is where black tourmaline grows. So these will also have some black tourmaline inclusions, if that is something that is of interest to you. Okay. Well, thank you for taking a look. Okay. And then next up is my purple mica. And purple mica is where pink tourmaline grows. So you will find pieces of pink tourmaline amongst your purple mica. Because I am not OCD enough to tediously pick through everything. Just saying. Okay. So here is a 3 ounce bag of purple mica. And this purple mica is actually gorgeous. It grows. A lot of these pieces are like super flat. Like, look at this. It's very flat, but very purple and shiny. And I love it so much. And then this, I think this is a piece where like the pink tourmaline inclusion is happening. You can see the very pinkness of it in the correct light. So anyways, thanks for taking a look. Oh, that is the purple. Okay. And then I only have one bag of the lepidolite in the 3 ounce size. Lepidolite. Start auction. Okay. All right. And there is the lepidolite. And I would say that this is gravel to small chips, like this one is. I might have a couple larger pieces in here. But yeah, and since I weigh everything out, this is, for folks who don't know, lepidolite is the stone of transitions, symbolizing emotional healing, stress relief, and spiritual growth, making it a powerful ally for those seeking balance and tranquility. So if you need any of that in your life, I have some lepidolite. Okay. And lastly, in the 3 ounce size, I have the muscovite mica, which is also called fuchsite. Okay. And starting auction. So here is that fuchsite bag. Again, it is 3 ounces. It's for emotional healing, spiritual growth, connecting with higher realms, self-worth, compassion, and intuition. And it is, it has some decent sized pieces in it, like this. And look at the beautiful green shininess. I just love it so much. It's so pretty. And so I can totally see how it would like spark intuition and, help you connect with that higher realm, because a lot of like sparkle things, it kind of helps our brains relax and, get to a good headspace to like receive messages and stuff while we're doing tarot or while we are meditating or lucid dreaming. So, okay. Okay. Is anyone interested in some of my special crystal sets? So I have the Emotional Alchemy set ready to show you. So the Emotional Alchemy set has green jasper, green aventurine, green calcite, mookaite jasper, and diopside in it. And it is So it's to help with reducing stress and anxiety and enhancing self acceptance, letting go of difficult memories, promoting inner harmony, fostering a sense of joy and tranquility and emotional balance, and for a sense of calm, inner strength and grounding, and releasing negative patterns, and for love and compassion. So it's a heavy hitter for that emotional reset. And so let me pull that up. Okay. Um, I don't know why it's edit item. Set of 5. There we go. Confirm and start the auction right now. So it's running right now for $6. And again, that is for the Emotional Alchemy set, and it comes bagged up like this. And the stones that I chose for each set just really resonated with me, I guess. So this is like the chunk of Mukate that comes in the set. And then this is the green calcite. And I think this is the diopside, right? Yep. Look how sparkly that is. I love the detail. Just so soothing to me. And then the green aventurine and the green jasper. So, yeah. So that is what's in that set, if anyone is interested. The chat has been very quiet, and I haven't had anyone bid in a while. And so I am getting the sense that people are just kind of done. And I have been on for 2 hours, and it's been a while since anyone's bid on things. So unless there is something specific people want to see, I am going to move on with my day, because I don't want to be here if you don't want to be here. So, yeah. So if there's 7 people in the room, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if there's things that you want to see that I have in my bin area or in my auction tab. I don't have any pre-bids from folks. So, yeah. I'm getting the sense that folks are done shopping for the day. So, all right. Well, I guess I'm going to let you go then. And you all have a beautiful, magical day. And thanks for coming in and spending some time with me and hearing what I had to offer. I think for the folks that are still here, if you are interested, I'm going to do a raid. And I think we'll go and check out Destiny 15. See what she's up to. So, yeah. I appreciate you too, Mel. And thanks for popping in. And I'll be back. Well, technically I'm doing a show tomorrow, but it's a whole different kind of show. This is like more for it's like children's books and crochet toys that my mom made. I told her that I would try to sell her things on Whatnot and see if folks would be into that. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, you guys have a beautiful day. Any birds or bears? No, I do not have birds or bears. So, yeah, I don't have any shaped stones right now except for like an amethyst cave and then a celestite heart and a celestite egg. Those are my shapes right now. But I'm going to do some shopping and look at my vendors and see if there's some cool things that I could snag up for a good deal, because I would like to integrate some other cool things. Yeah, but I also really like rough stones and plan on showing those again in the future and see if folks dig them or not. So, all right. Y'all have a good night.